Welcome, respected sadhakas. So much of salutations, gratitudes to you, and also appreciations, congratulations, and prayers, special prayers to Sage Vasishtha, the Guru of this Shastra, Bhagavan Rama, that may we not be only at the gathering of information level. May their blessings induce in us the inspiration to deeply understand the most beautiful, necessary topics that are taught to us through this Shastra. Not only that, we are sufficiently energized, motivated to implement each and every one of them for succeeding in our all endeavors, especially the spiritual. May our prayers be there before, during, and end of the class to the Gurus, especially Vasishtha and the Lord. You and I also can be little more serious, sincere about what we are studying here and how it can be brought into our life in practice. Because after all, first of all, it is the practice that which gives us the success, not the mere theoretical knowledge. Let us remember the 13 Vyaktitvas of ours to be strengthened day by day. Loka Seva, the attitude is so beautiful. Dharma Stapaka, the intention is so necessity. The Viragitva, which alone protects us. The Bhaktatva empowers us. The Shishyatva gets us the knowledge. The Mumukshutva takes us in right direction. The Jignasutva, which opens up the avenues and vistas for us. Then the Shrotrutva, which alone goes on filling us. Sadhakatva, which fulfills us. And then Parishrami, which is needed to be a habit. Prerita, nobody can help us in this regard. Prashanta, we have to get an idea of it. Then must learn the Samskrita Bhasha. Then our six sources of blessings, Shastras, we have to contact. Gurus, we have to contact. Devatagana, we have to contact. Jaganmata, we have to contact. Ishvara, it is we have to contact. And Parabrahma also, it is we have to do the Nirantara Anusandhanam. Let us do it. Now the text is most beautiful. Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayam, second Prakaranam, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam. How a Mumukshu does the Vyavahara, how his inner minds, understandings, and his approaches to his own life, inner and outer. In this, we are into the seventh Sarga. This also Paurusha Pradhanya Samsthapanam. Again, supremacy of Purushartha over anything else. You know, to be able to combat all inner and outer difficulties that arise for whatever reason, then achieve successes. Nothing greater than Purushartha. If we understand it, if we have faith in it, if you have belief in it, and if you are really practical. That's the subject under discussion. The goal we set. Already given goal is Paramatma Prapti. Any other worldly goal with our maturity, immaturity, even we select towards that goal, let us be serious about in our putting efforts. Do not give chance to anything to overpower to such an extent or in such a manner that we are lacking in our free will. In that free will and self effort, the beauty is whether we succeed or not, there is a great satisfaction and joy that we have tried. We have done our best. Obviously, when we have done our best, the best results only come because of the best performance. But I failed, even that is also best result, isn't it? Like somebody topped, I became second. Becoming second is not a failure. Question is, have I put the first class efforts from my side? That is enough. As regard the result are concerned, especially the outer things, there are other competitors. If they are more qualified than me, then they only succeed. But I have succeeded in putting my efforts is a greatest joy and satisfaction. Okay, now let us do our Parayana of shlokas. Do the Sankalpa. Continue where we stopped yesterday in studying this seventh Sarga. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकेर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को नयाति परां गतिम् ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि ओं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यमोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्यसाधनानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्तऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवतादर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां भक्तिज्ञानयोगवेदान्तादि मोक्षप्रक्रियाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत् परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शान्तिपुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापनकार्ये कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्यसाधकसेवकोपासक जिज्ञासूनां श्रोतॄणामाश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि समस्तशक्तिसम्पदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति प्रेरणोत्साह प्राप्ति ज्ञानप्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयागादि साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे सनातन हिंदव संस्कृतेः सुप्रतिष्ठार्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा संस्थापना द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां समस्त श्रोतॄणां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति भगवद्भक्ति देवता भक्ति गुरु भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति सत्संग भक्ति साधना भक्ति देश भक्ति धर्म भक्ति सनातन धर्म भक्ति माता पितृभक्ति सेवा भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महा रामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विवात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम अथ द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं सप्तमः सर्गः पौरुष प्राधान्य निरूपणं नाम। Friends, yesterday we have come up to the mantra number 19th we have seen, about 18th actually. Each of them are more very powerful inspirational things to be kept. The theme of these shlokas to be kept always freshly in our memory. Then you see, none of the lazinesses or distractions can distract us from our own vigorous activities, performances towards the great successes. We'll just see from the 15th shloka, just go through that. Listen carefully. What Bhagavan says is, Paurushat drushyate siddhihi, Paurushat dhimatam kramaha, Daivam ashvasana matram, Dukhe pelava buddhishu. Paurushat drushyate siddhihi. Everywhere with the Purusha Prayatna, the siddhi is seen. Success achieved is seen. Efforts and success are directly proportional. Explained yesterday, so I'm not going to details. Second, Paurushat Dhimatam Kramaha. The Buddhiman people believe in their Paurusha and utilize it or do that Purushartha, and Kramaha they cross all difficulties, all obstacles, all unsurmountable seemingly situations. Then they have reached. So the kramaha means any sort of difficulties, any sort of so-called temporary intermediate failures. With paurusha, kramaha means they have crossed it. So paurusha siddhi drishyate, paurusha dhimatam kramaha drishyate. What about daivam sa? Daivam ashvasana matram. For whom velava buddhishu dukkhe. When these buddhi rahita people are there, non-intellectual, sentimental, emotional people, when they suffer because of some loss or some failure, just to bring them out of that dirt or kichad, this daiva shabda is used only for that fraction of moment, that's all. Otherwise daivam should never be encouraged in our heart. Daiva means some unknown source comes to help us, rescue us. In this idea, not putting our efforts with all the resources available, that type of daiva is only just pelava buddhisho ashvasana matra. For a weakling it is an ashvasana, but upar jo bataya, for dhimatam it is paurusha with which they cross all the difficulties. So in our language, for ourselves also, for the world of people who come around us also, we have to change the language of talking the daiva into the language of paurusha. Never mind, you have failed, but get up, again try, again try, again try. And living long on the name of daiva is worse than living short in putting our efforts with or without success, never mind. because the habit of laziness is the cause of all failures, just as the habit of hard work is a cause of all subsequent successes. Habit is the one we have to form of putting our purushartha. See the people around the Dhiman, how they crossed all hardships and achieved great successes in their fields. And every siddhi is seen. Then the next sloka was Pratyaksha Pramukhair Nityam Pramanaihi Paurusha Kramaha Falitaha Drushyate Loke Deshantaragamadikaha. So, Loke Falitaha Drushyate. In the world, achieving the success is seen. How? Pratyaksha Pramukaihi Pramanaihi Paurusha Kramaha. So, the achievement through Purushartha with Pratyaksha Pramana in the sense with our own eyes, we can Nityam see Falitaha. Nityam Falitaha Drishyate. Every day we see Drishyate is seen by us Falitaha success. What succeeds? Paurusha Kramaha. Okay? Pratyaksha Pramukaihi Nityam Pramanaihi Paurusha Kramaha Drishyate Falitaha. Loke. In the world, in case of thousands of people, we see they succeed in putting the efforts because of putting the efforts. Then Desha Gamadikaha example is people have gone crossing lot of distances and achieved what they wanted to. Yesterday we have explained exhaustively the meaning of it. Okay, some gone on to the peaks of mountains. Some have gone into the dungeon deep forests. Some have gone into the depths of the oceans. Paurusha Kramase. Some have even now landed in the moons or in the space moving. These are Deshantaragamaha. Oceans, rivers they have crossed. If they don't believe in Paurusha, then they stay where they are. All these achievements could have not been gained. Paurusha. In the same way, wonderful examples are given. Visa Bhokta Trupyati na Bhokta Ganta Gacchati na Gatihi Vakta Vaktina cha Vakta Paurusham Safalam Runam. So the main vak is Runam Paurusham Safalam. For human beings, the self-effort is secret of success. Examples Bhokta Trupyati. The one with his Purushartha gained the money, Purushartha brought the grains, groceries with Purushartha. He has cooked the food with Purushartha. He ate. Trupyati. So Bhokta Trupyati. Na Abhokta. And the one who has not done the Bhojana Kriya, before that cooking Kriya, before that getting groceries, before that earning money, he will always be in asantrupti, in misery. So Pratyaksha Rupena you are saying Bhokta Trupyati na Abhokta. So to become the Bhokta, before that you have to become Karta. Karta को ही फल मिलता है, उसी को भोग करने को चांस. Same way, Ganta Gacchati na Agatihi. The one who is not moving, only stable at one place, he is there only. But the one who started moving, he has reached to any of the distances. है ना? In that Gamanam, it is like the going always is used also not only in the physical movement but in the parlance of the knowledge also. Like I came to know, he went to know. That coming and going is spoken for the knowledge. Therefore, Ganta Gacchati means a person has physically moved to some place or he went to gain knowledge, he gained the knowledge. Ganta. Somebody wanted to learn the driving, they learned. To learn the computer, they learned. To learn all the professional skills, they have done. So Ganta Gacchati is the both physical gamanam and the moving in knowledge also. We can explain it as. Third one, Vakta Vakti. Okay. The Vakta Vakti cha Nacha Vakta, the speaker only has spoken. And with that speech, he has achieved everything. Na Avakta, the one who kept quiet, nobody helped him. So here Vakta Vakti is the Karma Yoga, the Karmendriya work. Then Ganta Gacchati, you can talk about Jnanendriya. Bhokta Trupyati, the Antakarana. So those who are using their karmendriya, jnanendriya, antakarana, they are definitely succeeding. The main line is Paurusham Safalam Nrunam. Opposite of it, Daivam Vifalam Nrunam. So failure is not in failure. Failure is in failing in putting the efforts. Just like success is not in succeeding. Success is in succeeding in putting the efforts. Let us do that. Whatever the lethargy we have, whatever the justifications we do, whatever the excuses we put, all of them are such a terrible demons in us. Each of us hoard them so much. And then we have such funny people of sympathy around us who help us in strengthening these weaknesses in us. More dangerous is that very few people who inspire us in putting efforts, and very rare few lucky ones who studies as Shastra regularly alone are highly inspired in putting efforts, don't allowing that inspiration to come down or get down because of any of the excuses, justifications, for whatever it is. Wow. Paurusham safalam nrunam, daivam vifalam nrunam. Ganta gacchati, bhokta trupyati, and then third one is vakta bhakti. Like that. जिन जिन्होंने जो जो काम हाथ में लाके किया, he has achieved. The effortful doctor became doctor famous, and the effortful engineering student became engineer. A very effortful politician has reached to a great height of leader. Economist reached to those heights. Police karmi has become police officer. Even a vyaparavetta became great. A terrorist also became terrorist. अब क्या होता है? The gunda and don मेहनत करके वो बने हैं, but they are all not good, they are all destructive. Done. Now we'll continue today. One more shloka seen from the tall words. So 18th mantra से हम देखेंगे आज कृष्णा वासुदेवा. Oh, beautiful it is. पौरुषेण दुरन्तेभ्यः संकटेभ्यः सुबुद्धयः समुत्तरन्त्ययत्नेन न तु मोघतया अनया. ध्यान से सुनना इस बात को. सुबुद्धयः, सुबुद्धि is a good name. Those whose buddhi is, intellect is positive. What is the positivity of the intellect? Which is convinced of the Purushartha. What is the kubuddhi? Which, because of the support taken of the Daivam, justifying non-performance. That's the kubuddhi. So subuddhi inspired in performance. Means convinced in performance. Such subuddhi people with their paurusha, ध्यान से सुनो next line. दुरंतेभ्यः संकटेभ्यः समुत्तरन्ति. Durantebhya, as if impossible. From such sankatas also, samuttaranti, they will be able to cross those most difficult situations. So सुबुद्धि अपने स्वप्रयत्न से दुरंत संकट से भी उत्तरित हो जाता है, क्रॉस करेगा वो वाला संकट को. And then list out what are the sankatas duranta we have in our life for whatever the reasons. है ना? The three sankatas which we generally talk in our life are the Adhyatmika Sankata, the Adi Bhautika Sankata, the Adi Daivika Sankata. They themselves are called Tapa also. Trividha Tapa Shanti. See the Adhyatmika Sankata of the health issues, etc. Financial matters related, such things. Then the mental problems of misunderstandings or inner variety of सेंटिमेंट्स, इमोशंस, जो भी है, जो दुरंत संकट है, उसको वो पौरुष से जीतते हैं. द इनर संकटास, whatever it is, coming from any of the outer sources or from within also. Somehow inadvertent, whole weight of the body increased. Now they do the paurusha, proper diet and exercise. They have come out of that durantata. Or very weak, etc., become malnutrition, etc. They followed a very good diet. They became now six-pack. Such are the physical sankatas which are seemingly duranta, but they came out. In today's world of science and development, For every problem, so many solutions are discussed and invented and kept in front. You just have to be sincere in following them. Paurusha. In Paurusha, some things to be taken, some things to be given up. Like the diabetic disease. The Paurusha in that is give up the sweet and take up the bitter medicine. That is a Paurusha. When you do that, the Sankata of the diabetes comes to control. An example, like any of them. They are inner Sankatas. Then the Sankatas from the people. It's called as Adi Bhautika Sankata. From the Bhutas, from the beings. Mainly human beings only. Some insects, etc. Thoda careful raho. They don't infect us. They don't cause any harm. But mainly with the people. Paurusha se. If they are Shatruadi, then Dava bol hara do unko. If they are our own people, but misunderstandings, the Paurusha of forgiving them, the Paurusha of loving them, the Paurusha of sitting and discussing with them. These are the efforts when put, the Bhuta Sankatas are eliminated. Then the Daiva Sankatas, the big natural calamities, etc. They also, again in a collective manner, when some preventions, precautions are done, that time they are conquered. Some of them you can't conquer, but you can at least give some answers to your mind through intellectual inquiry, by which also the amount of pain gets reduced. One of the very intelligent technique of combating with the Duranta Sankata, which is not in our hands, like the natural calamities or any of those things like death, etc. One of the very intelligent technique is seeing the positive in it, good in it. Because the world is run by the God, God cannot do any bad to anyone, individual or total. Sometimes the good is conspicuously seen. Many a times bad is seen 99%. Seen. मतलब आंखों के सामने दिखता, और उसके पीछे भी कोई गुड होगा, अगर हम उसको देख पाते हैं ना, then we can reduce that dukkha of that sankata. That also is paurusha. Grace of Lord in two forms. One, He gives all good and bad only to help us evolve. Second grace of Lord is giving the ability to us to discriminate, to understand what is the lesson to be learned from it. If we can put efforts of ours in that direction, we will see there is only a light, and light, there is no darkness. That's the intellectual paurusha. Sentimentally देखोगे तो कभी कभी दुखी हो जाते. I am talking about some duranta sankata which we can't cross. That also, in that case, reducing our memory also is a success. Sorry, memory nahi, misery. Reducing our misery and problem also is a success there. So, again you read it, Paurushena Durantebhya Sankatebhya so Buddhayaha Samuttaranti. The wise people don't get cowed down by tough, difficult challenges. They put their efforts, then they succeed in them. Durantebhya Sankatebhya. That most beautiful quotation in English. When the going gets tougher, the tough gets going. Wonderful sentence. The tough gets going. That's the beauty of it. And then there's other things. The greater and higher are the difficulties and challenges. More is the inspired and intelligent person. He takes it as a challenge and he tries his best. He is called as Subuddhi. Given a chance, immediately the emotions, immediately other things overpower us, and through all sentiments, they derail or weaken our buddhi and its conviction of putting the efforts. सबसे बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है ना, मेरे से नहीं हो सकता, मैं नहीं कर सकता. दिस कॉल्ड एज द टेकिंग शेल्टर ऑफ दैवम, देयरफॉर नॉट परफॉर्मिंग. करो तो पता चलेगा ना कर सकते हो कि नहीं. अब करते रहो तो पता चलता है कैसे करना. Any of the endeavors. This is a beautiful shloka, है ना? And then the contrast of it, natu mogataya anaya, not by the second option of daivam, that the sankatas are crossed. So don't wait for somebody to come and help. In crossing the sankata, Believe in your own पौरुष. एक बात जिंदगी भर याद रख लें, बस accept it कि we are alone, that's it. We have to work hard for our own evolution. बस पहले इस पे फिक्स हो जाओ, then keep moving. Sometimes help comes, sometimes may not come. Sometimes our ability may not be sufficient. Doesn't matter. We may encounter big failure. So what? I believe in my efforts. That's it. These type of convictions eliminate so much of the cobwebs in our mind of doubts and suspicions and confusions and fears and hesitations. What a pathetic life it is. There are people in life. Everywhere they failed, but then they never failed in putting the efforts. Anna? The story of the honeybees. No, beautiful. Somebody asked it, इतने मेहनत करके तुमने बनाया शहद, but these terrible human beings, they take away all the honey. Don't you feel bad? You know that honeybees answer. They may take away the honey, but they cannot take away my paurusha prayatna of again taking the honey from the flowers and make one more. I will make it. मजेदार है कि नहीं? You can learn from the honeybee also. They can't take away my special ability how to take honey from flowers. तो मैं बनाऊंगा और भी बनाऊंगा, ले जान दो, अब क्या? पौरुष 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 पौरुष, बस have faith in that purushartha and just working on it. Correct? Now next shloka 19वां, यो यो यथा प्रयतते ससतत् फलैकभाक् न तु तूष्णीं स्थितेनेह केनचित् प्राप्यते फलम्. So here little beautiful, more thinkable thought is given to us. Mm, mm, mm. See the Jansa सुनिएगा, यह यह whoever whomever यथा प्रयतते, in whatever the way he does prayatnam, saha saha, that person tat phalaika bhak is the one to get those phala result. Phala bhak matlab deserves the result. So यह यह यथा प्रयतते सह सह tat phalaika bhak. So in that, what things we have to add there? How much we have consulted Guru, how much we have consulted the Shastra, how much we have planned well, how much we have gathered the resources, how much we have executed the plan with the resources, always an eye on how to improve upon our efforts, our plannings, our resources. Such people have gained that results. This is the positive. What is the opposite of it? Natu tushnim sthitena iha kenachit prapyate phalam. Iha, on this human world, kenachit api. By anyone, phalam na prapyate. The result is not gained. Tushnim sthitena. By that person who is just seated lazily, stationarily seated, doing nothing. तूष्णी भाव से बैठे हुए बंदे को किसी भी चीज में कभी कोई फल नहीं मिला. अपोजिट इज व्हाट? जिन्होंने जिस तरह का परिश्रम किया उनको वैसा फल मिला. So the other side, if you see, if you aim at that phala, then you know what gives that phala efforts, then keep on putting the efforts. Be wise that way. Never give up conceiving the goal. Never give up knowing what to do to the goal. Never give up doing it. In this way, the life should be inspired efforts, continuously a saga of success in putting the efforts. Full stop. Bas. With this only, let us live life, and we don't even should know aware that when we have become old and we died also. पता ही नहीं चला हमें कैसे होगा. That way. Beautiful it is. And more. Gurudev is the best example. His whole life is saga of struggle, work. Bapre. लोग उनको देखो चिल्लाते, कितना क्यों आप इतना घूम रहे हो, काम कर रहे हो, चिल्ला के सत्संग बोलते हो. They never understood him. He is a Vashishtha Amsha. Wherein work. Work is the divinity made manifest from within us, and the work is the one which makes the divinity manifest outside also in the form of results, not laziness. So, न तो तूष्णीम स्थितेन यह किंचित प्राप्यते फलम. अब बैठे रहो तो कोई फल नहीं मिलता, करते रहो. So, from many lives, for whatever reasons, we might have brought up lot of laziness, mental, intellectual, physical lethargy. All of that we have to shun away. We have to invoke the effort. Put the efforts. Goal, plan, effort, succeed. That's it. And let us have spiritual goal only, day in and day out, through our studying the Shastras. The goal of Paramatma Prapti should become so intense, so deep, so much of sense of urgency in that neither day nor night we are caring. And we have become matured enough to balance everything properly and with full efforts and effortlessly. Like ऊपर श्लोक में बताते हैं, समुत्तरन्ति अयत्नेन. The people have crossed different difficulties with their Purusha Prayatna effortlessly. An effortful person crosses his difficulties effortlessly. For an effortless person, small effort also becomes highly effortful. Then he'll give it up. Then he'll never achieve it. न तो तूष्णीम स्थितेन यः केनचित् फलं प्राप्यते. कॉन्ट्रास्ट में यो यो यथा प्रयतते सह सह तत्तत् फल एक भाग. जो जो जैसा करेगा उसको फल मिलेगा. डन. लेट अस डू फ्यू मोर. शुभेन पुरुषार्थेन शुभमासाध्यते फलम. अशुभेन अशुभम राम यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु. देखो, जय श्री राम. Where Lord Krishna told this to Arjuna. Before that, Lord Rama heard it from our great Vaashishtha ji. The famous shloka. Having given the entire data, entire inspiration, entire guidance, a wisest thing a wise person should do regarding the other people is give them freedom. Don't take anybody's life into your hands. Don't decide for others, even if it is a children. I am ready to help you beta in everything. But putting efforts is your choice. Choice is yours finally. Do what you want. Then be ready to face the consequences. So Bhagavan here says, Vaashishtha ji, Shubhena Purusharthena Shubham Phalam Asadhyate. So clear? By the Shubha Purushartha, Shubha Phala will come. Shubha Purushartha is Dharma. Shubha Purushartha is Punya. Shubha Purushartha is Adhyatmik Sadhana. With that, Shubha Phalam comes. The Dharma Purushartha gives contentment here itself, that I have done all my duties. The Punya Rupi Purushartha, which is Shubha, gives, ensures my future lives will be more comfortable with all in all aspects. Then the third Shubha of the Adhyatmic Sadhana ensures the Shubha Phala of Paramatma Anubhuti, Moksha. So Shubhena Purusharthena Shubham Phalam Asadhyate. Shubhena Purushartha. In the Shobhanatva of the Purushartha, as we just saw 5 minutes back, we can add all the things. The perfection in the planning, the perfection of resource gathering, then the perfection in performing in proper steps, following all the steps sequentially. ये सब शुभ पुरुषार्थ को और शुभ बनाते हैं, है ना? The three Shubhatvas are what? One, the goal itself is Shubha. Second is the means are perfect. That is the Shobhanatva, Shubhata. Third is what? The execution of that also is perfect. That's called Shubhatva. Parishrama Shubhatva. That doing Shubhatva, planning Shubhatva, conceiving goal Shubha. By that, Phalam Shubham comes. Mm. Like the beautiful rose garden you have with Purushartha have made it. Then wonderful roses only come with so much of fragrance and beauty. Shubhena Purusharthena. अशुभ अशुभ नो इन रोज यू कांटे का लगाओ पौधे भांग का पौधे लगाओ तो होल प्लेस विल बी इन दैट इंटॉक्सिकेशन सो अशुभेन अशुभम राम सो अशुभेन पुरुषार्थेन अशुभम फलम आसाध्यते so this is for the present because of past this is for the future because of present so if today I am getting shubha phala I have done shubha purushartha kal if I am getting the ashubha phala today I have done the ashubha purushartha kal. So if tomorrow I want Shubha Phala, आज शुभ पुरुषार्थ आज अशुभ पुरुषार्थ tomorrow you'll win soup अशुभ फल will come. Now list out शुभ पुरुषार्थ क्या हो सकते हैं हजारों लिख सकते हैं आप है ना दिन भर you are in taking the name of the Lord शुभ पुरुषार्थ भगवान का ही दर्शन हो सकता है दिन भर we are in chanting the stotrams of the Lord Veda mantras दिन भर we are spending in the upasana Paramatma they're all शुभ पुरुष we have to develop that capacity starting with little. Din bhar you are listening to Shastra, studying the Shastra, contemplating on them. Shubha Purushartha. They're all spiritual Shubha Purusharthas. In the world is Shubha Purushartha, developing all abilities and talents. Throughout the day we are serving the world selflessly without ego. कितना बढ़िया रहेगा शुभ पुरुषार्थ three शुभ पुरुषार्थास pure आध्यात्मिक साधना second दैव संबंधी विषयास third लोक सेवा these three can be Shubha Purushartha. Loka Seva gives us name and fame, laurels from the world. Daiva Sambandhi again gives us the Daiva Lokas, higher ones. And the Adhyatmika Pure takes us to the realization of self and moksha from the not self. So Shubha Purushartha karo, Shubha Phala aayega. Ashubha Purushartha hai only wrong people as friends. And with them we do all criminal actions like some of the youngsters have the bad company. Together they do all Ashubha. फिर उनका जिंदगी तबाह पाप अधर्म दे आर अशुभ नास्तिकता अशुभ then bhoga prasakti is ashubha these will give that type of dukkha results having said this Sri Vasishtha ji says hey Rama yatha ichchasi tatha kuru no wise person takes decision for others he only suggests what is best what is correct according to his knowledge, performance, and shastras. His own achievements, experiences. But ऐसा जरूर ऐसा ही करो तुम ऐसा नहीं कहते this is a glory of Sanatana Dharma. That's why this alone will sustain. In Sanatana Dharma, the best knowledge is given. Again, full freedom is given. You think, you decide, यथेच्छ से तथा करो. भगवान कृष्ण गीता में विमृश्य एतत् अशेषेण यथा इच्छसे तथा करो व्हाट आई सेड उसका विमर्श विचारणा करो अच्छी तरह then you decide immediately whether to run away from battle or fight later on whether to seek the spiritual goal or worldly goal now Arjuna came to fight and win the war for the Rajya Bhoga Bhagavan said fight for not the Rajya Bhoga but for your Antakarana Shuddhi as your sadhaka then this is not the real fight you have to succeed in. You have to succeed in your spiritual fighting of eliminating ignorance with wisdom. That is a long run project. This is the immediate project. But for both of them, it is your life, it is your decision, it is your performance, it is your achievement. Therefore, yatha ichchasi tatha kuru. In Sanatana Dharma, glory is everything is taught, but not compelled. Nahi to talwar se kaatunga. Or not bribe given of this or that thing to sentimentally, emotionally blackmail. We don't compel, we don't convert. We only give the wisdom. It's your knowledge now, it is your conviction. In all our Upanishadic literature, हाईएस्ट ऑफ विजडम गुरुज गिव एंड दिस बेटा अब तुम जा सकते हो यहाँ से, अब तुम्हारी मर्जी. ऑन द डे ऑफ संन्यास दीक्षा गिवन, गुरु सेज बेटा तुम्हारा मेरा नाता रिश्ता नहीं है, एंड देन आई हैव नो राइट और अथॉरिटी ऑन यू. In fact, nobody can compel, Sannyasa Diksha. Even otherwise also. We are human beings, Baba. We should use our intellect, know what is Shubha for us, and we should do it. How can we depend on others' dimag and how long? Even Guru also. उन्होंने कह दिया भाई बस धर्म करो, पुण्य करो, मोक्ष पाओ, मतलब आध्यात्मिक साधना करो. His job is done. The other details also he has given us. More than that, what even Guru can do. It is we who have to do. So, Shubhena Purusharthena Shubham Falamasadhyate. 24 hours, let us be in the conscious effort of Shubha Purushartha. Throughout the day, throughout the life. And build a glorious future for ourselves. In this very life, even next life. Shubhena Purusharthena Shubhamasa. Like, we have a lot of devotion to God or Gurus. ये जाकर हम अगले जन्म में ऐसे अंदर के कैपेसिटीज मिलेंगे with which आध्यात्मिक साधनास can be gloriously done. वो कैरी नहीं किया इस लाइफ में, अशुभ पुरुषार्थ करते गए of having the दुर्जन संगति and दुष्कर्मा, then we are only getting अशुभ फला in subsequent lives. मैं तो इतना ही कहता हूँ, पता नहीं कहने को मन हो रहा. सनातन धर्म में फायदा हो गया, अध्यात्म भारतवर्ष में जन्म लिए, तो स्पिरिचुअल शुभ पुरुषार्थ as much we can do, it is good for us in future. And the unfortunate thing is what? Because something or the other we have to do, when the Shubha Purushartha we are not doing, alternatively, inevitably, we end up in doing Ashubha. Like you don't come to this class. It's a Shubha Purushartha because you are studying Shastras given by the sage Vaashishtha to none other than Rama himself. I have no doubt that we are doing Shubha Purushartha. अब नहीं करोगे तो the other alternative. Any such Shubha Purushartha, if you don't do, we end up in Ashubha only. मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ फॉलो नहीं किया तो बचा क्या है, अब अर्थ काम पुरुषार्थ. इन दैट वे शुभेन पुरुषार्थेन शुभम आसाद्यते फलम, अशुभेन अशुभम. देयरफॉर हे राम, यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु, यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु, यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु. Isn't it? Bhagavan Vasishtha ji is not owning Sri Rama or ordering him. He is owning him as a disciple to teach all knowledge, but he is not owning him in deciding for Rama. He leaves it to you, it to him only. Like that, every guru and every father should give the best of the advice to the son or the disciple, then leave it for their decision. अपना बोझ उनको जो कहना है कहकर उससे उतार लो बस. In today's world, what happens? Too much of pestering the parents to do. The children don't like it. They revolt, and then even little Shiva Purushartha also, out of their anger with father, mother, they don't even do that. Otherwise, parents know that the children, they are also Jiva. They know, but as my responsibility, I must tell so that I don't feel guilty, regretted tomorrow that I have not done my job. बस कह दिया बेटा तुम्हारी मर्जी है. Wonderful it is. Is a by the way explanation it is. Yatech tata kuru, we are tell the children what is best and then give the freedom to them. But that is not the point. Point here is Sri Rama Vaashishtha ji is telling you and me and Rama that I told you manly value of Shubha Purushartha and Daivam. After that, in the Shubha Purushartha, the two categories of Shubha and Ashubha. Now, ball is in your court. Three options are there for us. One is Daivam, therefore no performance at all. Second, Purushartha, but this Ashubha. Third is Purushartha, but the Shubha. Three options are there. Doing good things, doing bad things, doing nothings. Nothing. दैव के नाम पे निकम्मा बनो, या अशुभ पुरुषार्थ से दुष्ट बनो, या शुभ पुरुषार्थ से डिवाइन बनो. This is the beauty of this Bhisma Shlok. Okay. Now, Next one more thought is added to this sequence. Like the train, एक एक बोगी ऐड किया जाए कि पुरुषार्थात् फल प्राप्ति ही देश काल अवसादिह प्राप्ता चिरेण शीघ्रं वा यासौ दैवमिति स्मृता. Okay, very clear thought it is, very beautiful it is. What is called Purusharthat Phala Prapti. This is already understood every day. We are seeing last 15 days. Phala Prapti is Purusharthat. But even in that Phala Prapti, Desha Kala Vashat. That result depends also on the Desha and Kala other paristhithis. Because of this Desha Kala, the result given by our Purushartha again is of two types. One is Chirena Praptam, another is Shigram Va. Sometime Desha Kala and other paristhiti prabhav se it may take dirgha kala for yielding the result. Sometime if things are very conducive place and time, shigra phalam. Sometimes the phala is shigra, sometimes phala dirgha, and it also depends on desha and kala ityadi, other vatavarana paristhiti, depending on which work we are doing. उपायाः देशकालाद्याः सन्त्यस्मिन् सहकारिणः. Okay. Therefore, he is adding that information. When you question, हमने सारा पुरुषार्थ किया, क्यों डिले हो गया फल में? बिकॉज देश काल. कभी कभी जल्दी भी होएगा, कभी लेट भी होएगा फल आने में, बिकॉज ऑफ देश काल इन्फ्लुएंस. इवन दो वी हैव डन द पुरुषार्थ, फल इज गोइंग टू कम, बट कभी कभी धीरे, कभी समय लेगा, तुरंत होएगा, कभी समय लेगा. देन लास्ट इज यासव दैवम इति स्मृता. बट द पीपल not understanding that today's phala has come as a result of long back done purushartha, they only label it as daivam. है ना, ये कोई दैवम नहीं होता, बहुत पहले किया हुआ उसका फल अब है, बिना किए कुछ आता नहीं. एवरीथिंग इज एन इफेक्ट एज ए कॉज ऑफ एफर्ट. तो या असौ दैवम इति स्मृता. अदरवाइज पहले से जो शुरू आ रहा है टॉपिक, रिजेक्ट दैट टॉपिक ऑफ दैवम एट ऑल फ्रॉम द लाइफ, टोटली only purushartha. So therefore, desha, kala, etc. also have the influence in giving the result quickly or delayed, and also the quality of the result, which we have seen already. The sown seeds, the land's fertility, then the adding of manures and proper sunlight, the rain, ये सारे अच्छे होते हैं तो तुरंत होगा फसल शीघ्रम, एंड अच्छा भी फसल होगा धान देश के हिसाब से. So in the Punjab land, it is fertile land, perennial rivers are there, continuous river. The Pancha Apaha, that is why it's called Punjab. 5 rivers. Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj, Bias. Land अच्छा है, देश वहाँ अच्छा है, पानी का किल्लत नहीं है. Even in summer, ऊपर के all those get melted and the water comes. Therefore, land is good, water is good, weather is good. Then the Purushartha of all that farming gives good result. And some places like the drought areas, Desha is such like that. And always the summer is 8 months, अभी 4 महीने ही वहाँ पे फसल वसल उतना नहीं होता. So you should accept this also, Bhagavan says. And very many other things. Hundreds can be discussed. I am just blocking my intellect in going into so many details. One of the things is what? Depending on the goals we have chosen for the effective result after performance, choose those deshas and kala. Like you want to do spiritual sadhana. Desha is in such a town may we are there amidst all the people all the time. So lakshya acha hai, but the desha is not conducive for it. So your sadhana will be disturbed all the time. अब जब जीवन में अध्यात्म लक्ष्य लिया तो go to those deshas where the result turant comes because of no disturbances. जो काम आप हाथ में लेते हो वो देश वो काल जहाँ जाकर करने से फल होता है आराम से और अच्छी तरह. We have to have the wisdom to choose, select them. Like that, so many corollary meanings can be added to this. That subject can be expanded. Main thought remaining stationary, you can have auxiliary understandings also. तो पुरुषार्थात फल प्राप्ति ही देश काल वशात यह प्राप्ता चिरेण शीघ्रम वा. ये असौ देव दैवमति स्मृत. By some people they call it as daivam. There is nothing called daivam. Our own effort. जैसा मेहनत वैसा फल. हो गया. Okay. One more shloka we'll see. न दैवं दृश्यते दृष्ट्या न च लोकान्तरे स्थितम् उक्तं दैवाभिधानेन स्वर्लोके कर्मणः फलम्. So drishtya daivam na drishyate. In your own eyes in front, nothing called is daivam. Nacha lokantare sthitam. There is no daivam in other world also. Then daiva abhidanena uktam swarloke. And in the swargaloka the bhogas are coming. And that fellow in swarga says that ye to daivam hai. But it has not come just like that. It is karmana phalam on the earth only. So on the earth he has done all punya karma. Therefore he got the swarga loka. Nobody has specially blessed him to be in the swarga just like that. ऐसा करते हैं तो फिर भगवान सबको स्वर्ग में भेजना चाहिए. Okay, here and there both. What is there is purushartha. No daivam seen here or anywhere. दूसरे जन्म में ले लो, दूसरे लोक में जाओ, कहीं भी दैव नामक चीज नहीं है. हर जगह पौरुष ही है. This is the meaning. Okay, then we have how many shlokas? 3, 3, 6, 3, 9 and 10. When we study them tomorrow, this sarga will be over. Tomorrow will definitely conclude it. Then in this way, in the 8th sarga also, we have more shlokas. No, very less. It is also talking about Daiva Nirakaranam last time, this topic. What do we have in the 9th one? Therefore, once we have decided Paurusha, then which Purushartha we have to do, which karma we have to do, that is discussed in the Navama Sarga. Bhagavad Kripa se padhte rahenge. Let us pray that we have the interest in studying. May we be blessed by the sharp memory. Then we remember what we are studying, main points. And then maybe implement them with our Purushartha. We will really be evolving. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo PRAKARANAM PARABRAHMANE SHRUTHI Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Om Bhurvasva Pranaya Panaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Brahmane. Thank you. Om न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतो यमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासः सर्वमिदं दाशरथा विद्महे सीतावल्लभ नारायणाय विद्महे नमो ब्रह्मादियो मंगलम्. बोल श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु मुक्त गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. समस्त श्रोता गण की जय. That's great. We will continue tomorrow, but within 5 minutes, our other text, Atma Modha, Skanda Purana, as well as our Parayana. How nice we are exposed to all this. An opportunity. Otherwise, वैसे ही रहता है जिंदगी भर. We are busy in watching TV, in wasting our time in all other issues only. Not a wise thing, I believe. I don't know. I can't compel. But for me, it's good. Daily touching 10 Shastras, at least minimum. Feeling little bit what is there in it, and feeling that joy also we are able to do. Sadhana aspect, it will also start definitely. Thank you. Mm. 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 Thank you.